Thanks for joining us to learn more about C12 Group. C12 Group is a business roundtable like a personal board of directors consisting of Christian business executives who desire to live an integrated life and build great businesses for a greater purpose. I'd like to invite you to listen to what some of our members have to say about their experience.
The value of C12 to me is being able to fully integrate my life between what I'm working on Sunday in my relationship with God and what I'm working on in the business.
The Bible says that iron sharpens iron, and I really needed a place where I could have mentors and other people that I could work with and that I could share some of my issues with.
I would recommend C12 to anyone who feels called as a Christian businessman to lead their company according to God's principles.
I realized that I needed to have somebody that I needed to be accountable to, that would cover my blind side, somebody that would be looking out for continuous improvement, and that's when I found out C12 was out there, and it seemed like a right fit.
It gives me an opportunity to sharpen my saw, and it makes me more effective.
The biggest benefit I've had from my C12 time was converting my company from something that ran me to something that I run.
How many days a month are you investing in the long-term development? And one day a month, 1 out of 20 is only about 5%.
Most people take, at the CEO level, 3 weeks to 6 weeks vacation per year. If you look at that, that's several days a month. To take 1 day a month and to focus strictly on God's call for us as people and as leaders, and to think about our business in a way that helps us manage it more to His principles, it's almost inconceivable to think of not doing it.
How can I not afford the time to go be with like-minded believers, God-fearing men and women who want to pursue God in a higher level of excellence, accountability, continuous improvement, and a day a month is worthy of it.
The relationships that we have here is just so valuable. Life is about relationships, and you really need to have the relationships with the right people. We talked this morning about positive peer group pressure. I find that here at C12, positive peer group pressure.
The leadership process and the leadership development process and the strategic planning process becomes an absolute necessity.
It really has brought me into a new perspective on what it means to run a Christian business. And I mean, it's amazing to have men that are willing to even stand out and not be yes men.
You know, inside our group, we just have a lot of guys that are trying to go the same direction.
They're a sounding board for me, so the value I have from my other members of the group is invaluable.
We're all seeking the same thing, and that's God's will for our lives. And that's a unique dynamic when you're part of a group like that.
I learned that I'm not the only one out there having the same problems.
I meet people that are struggling with a lot of the same issues that I am, especially leadership. Leadership can be a very lonely place.
The guys in my group are very willing to share and looking to grow, and so am I.
There's a richness to running a business that's not always dollars and cents. And so why do I want to run a business on Christ-centered values? When we align ourselves with God's ways, we find so much more capacity to go beyond what we think our limited life can offer.
The reason I seek to run my company in a biblical manner is because I feel it's God's command and His desire for me, putting me in this position to be the best leader and CEO that I can be.
If we follow the teaching and the truth of the Bible, it's also going to be good business practice.
Through C12, I've come to discover there is a lot more in the Bible than I first thought about how to run a business.
I am so blessed by how C12 Group is positively affecting business owners in Chicagoland. Thank you for taking this time to hear from some of our members, and we look forward to hearing from you. Join us on the journey.